Hey, Mike with Nerd Problems Gaming here. In today's video, we'll be doing a review on the game The Rangers in the South, so let's get into it. Now, The Rangers in the South is a pixel art roguelike action RPG. The story isn't too robust, but you'll play as rangers trying to protect the land from evil, and your game mainly focuses on exploring the land and clearing dungeons. Now, with the roguelike nature of the game, there isn't really set classes you have, but rather you'll start the game with a choice of weapon and armor types, and then you're really free to build your characters as you see fit. And so you'll start the game with like a sword and shield option, or maybe a mage type character with a wand. And from there, you'll continue to progress through the story, and as your character levels up, you'll be able to choose from a variety of either stat boosts, like increasing your speed, your magic damage, your attack, and then you'll also pick from a variety of upgrades or abilities for your characters, and these can consist of new spells, like active abilities, or it could also be more passive abilities that affect your character at all times. And so you're really free to experiment and build your character as you like, which is really fun. And for me, I really found myself sticking to more of a melee combat build type of character, using strong swords and shields, sometimes two-handed weapons, and then focusing more on passive abilities and strength increases for my character. But again, obviously, there's a wide variety here, so you could focus more on spells and ranged weapons, maybe bow and arrows, and much more. Now, as you explore, there's plenty of secrets to uncover. There's a variety of stone obelisks that you'll find, and these can add permanent stat boosts to your character and actually will affect all future characters you build as well. Now, dungeons are pretty basic and really feature the same type of format. It just switches them up a bit each time you enter in them. But you'll explore the dungeons, take out enemies, and find a couple different switches each time, which can help you progress further in the dungeon and unlock secret doors. And eventually you'll take on more of a stronger boss fight at the end of each dungeon. And this will reward you with big chunks of experience as well as more rare items when you defeat these enemies. Now, when it comes to weapon and armor through the game, there's quite a variety there. So as I mentioned, you'll find spears, scythes, axes, swords, shields, wands, and much more. And each one of these weapons and armor type also has a rarity level associated with it. And typically the rarer items will give you additional bonuses, increasing defense much more, your magic power, attack speed, overall movement speed, and much more. And so it's really fun to find these different item types and continually to find rarer and rarer versions of each item. Now, being a roguelike, if you happen to die, you'll actually have to start over with the new character, but you can retain equipment that you may have stashed at your home base, and you also keep what you've explored so far on the map, and you also keep a portion of the gold that you may have acquired prior to dying. Now, this doesn't sound like a huge deal, but for me it was a bit frustrating because really the first time I died was about 12 hours into the game, and I felt like I was almost at the final dungeon of the game as well. So it's kind of really frustrating to have to start all the way over with a brand new character because I never really died up to that point. I didn't really find the need to stash stuff. And so that really took a bit of the wind out of my sails to want to keep playing because, as I mentioned, I felt like I was pretty much at the very end of the game at that point, and to have to start all the way over at level 1 with nothing was a little frustrating. To me, it felt like that was maybe an unnecessary feature of the game. I know it is roguelike and that's kind of standard for the genre, but maybe it would make sense to have some type of like hardcore mode where that's an option, or a regular mode where you don't necessarily lose your character, but it does have those roguelike elements still of how you build out your character and how you level up and explore, because that element was really a lot of fun, but losing all your progress for the most part when you die was a bit frustrating when that could definitely be hours into your campaign when that finally happens. Another minor gripe would be the dungeon crawling did feel a little bit repetitive. There was 15 that I needed to clear throughout the game, and each one was pretty much identical, just a little bit switched up on where you might find the different switches, but each one looked virtually the same and felt pretty much the same each time you went through a new dungeon. And so if there was a bit more variety in that, I think that would be nice, but I think that is more of a minor gripe more than anything else. But overall, I really had a lot of fun with this game. It was easy to just keep playing and playing and trying to get to one more dungeon, get to the new areas of the game, and continually finding new items to improve your character was really cool as well as discovering all the different unique abilities and passive skills each time you leveled up and using those to build out your ideal character build. Plus, with the game being basically a $4 game, I think it's priced right for the adventure. And I think if you like action RPGs and a pixel art style, this one's worth picking up. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you played this game yet? Are you going to pick this up now that you've heard about it? Are there other great action RPGs I should check out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. And another really cool way you can help support the channel is we actually partnered with a company, Geek Crate, that puts together various bundles. So whether you like things like Harry Potter, Pokemon, Naruto, Marvel, and more, they've got different bundles for everything. They have a subscription service you can take advantage of, or buy just one-time bundle packs of various items. And so if you did want to check that out and help support the channel, head to nerdproblemsgaming.com/geekcrate, and you'll actually get 15% off your order and help support our channel at the same time. So if you want to take advantage of that cool discount, be sure to head there as well. And if you like videos like this on video games, board games, and everything nerdy, check out one of our other videos here. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to get the latest updates of new nerd videos we put out. But once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.